Zion National Park, our 33rd national park.
Let's go!
It was established in 1919 and is Utah's oldest national park.
Zion sits at the junction of the Colorado Plateau, Great Basin, and Mojave Deserts, making for a unique mix of plant and animal life. The main feature in the park is the canyon, where red sandstone cliffs tower on either side of the Virgin River. Due to the busyness of the park, private vehicles aren't actually allowed on the scenic canyon drive during most summer months, so we have to take a shuttle in today. The first trail we're doing is Scout Lookout, which is a 2-mile each way out and back with some pretty intense elevation. It does connect to the spur for Angel's Landing, which you need a permit for that we don't have, but you can go up to and past that point on the West Rim Trail to and past Scout Lookout. This is Scout Lookout, so this is as far as we can go on Angel's Landing without a permit. If we want, though, we can continue on the West Rim Trail, which I think we'll do at least for a little bit to see if it provides any other views. This is as far as we're gonna go on the West Rim Trail. We went maybe another 3/4 of a mile or so past Angel's Landing, but it was nice because it provides some additional views of the canyon, but primarily there are a lot less people after that point. Most of them just go to that first overlook. They're wiped out from all the switchbacks and they head back, so this is a nice area to get some more views with definitely a little bit more privacy. The next trail we're doing is Weeping Rock, which is a short but steep 0.5-mile round trip to a natural spring from the sandstone cliffs. That Scout Lookout hike definitely kicked our butt, so after doing the Weeping Rock, we're gonna take the shuttle back to where we parked at, go grab our campsite for the night, and then probably just spend the evening wandering around the town of Springdale, maybe get some food. This morning we're hiking the Kayenta Trail to the upper, lower, and middle Emerald Pools. It's a roughly 3-ish mile round trip, but all that can change just depending on which route we take to and from which pools. Normally it's accessible via stop number 5 on the shuttle line, the Zion Lodge, but the bridge to cross the Virgin River there is currently under construction, so we have to access it from stop number 6, the Grotto. We're traveling a little bit lighter on this hike because after this we're doing the Narrows at the end of Zion Canyon. So we left both our backpacks and the camera back at the RAV, only using the GoPro today, and we rented a waterproof, hopefully, backpack from an outfitter in town just right outside the national park, just so we didn't get the ones that we have completely soaked. They also rent walking sticks and shoes, but we figured we'd be good with just the bag. far as the emerald pools go, the lower and the upper are definitely where it's at. The middle is, I mean, maybe it's higher with more rainfall, but it was just really small when we were there. It was kind of just like a swampy little water stowaway, but the lower is, you know, it's this big kind of curved canyon wall with water cascading down. And then the upper is a much larger pool with just the cliffs on either side. They're both beautiful. The last hike we're doing in Zion is the Narrows, which is arguably the most popular and well-known hike in the park. It starts at the end of the canyon where the trail follows the Virgin River for about a mile until it ultimately ends up in the river and you hike upstream.
It was closed earlier this year due to high water, and so it's open now, but we're not sure how far we're gonna make it because it's still kind of high.
It is so cool in here. It's totally worth it. Needless to say, it's a little bit deeper in this area. The Narrows were so much fun.
It was so awesome.
It was amazing, just like hiking up the river through the Slot Canyon. It was unreal. I think we ended up going about 2.5-ish miles, give or take. It's just kind of eyeballing it based on distance. The GoPro did end up dying, but we didn't go too much past that point, so we didn't miss out on any footage or anything like that. But really glad we made it out to Zion, and especially glad we did the Narrows. That was easily our favorite part of the park. That's gonna do it for our time in Utah as well. But stay tuned for our next video where we're gonna check out the Grand Canyon in Arizona.